Hey everybody. Okay, so I just wanted to make this quick video. Now, I just watched the vigil for the Idaho 4. I was amazed at how rude and disrespectful the people were in the chat. Okay? That's the first thing I want to say. Second thing is, everybody was flipping out, saying that Kaylee's dad accidentally slipped and leaked some information that her and Maddie were found in the same bed. That is not new information. Nancy Grace, I don't know, three or 4 days ago, came out and did her podcast and said that they were found in the same bed. So that is not new information, okay? That is not new information at all. So I don't know why everybody was flipping out like that. I actually talked about that a couple of days ago in my Idaho video that I did about the murders. Okay. Now, during the vigil, so before I go on, let me just say that everybody needs to knock it off and stop being so rude and disrespectful. Okay, you have no idea what those parents are going through. All right. Now, at the vigil, we heard from Maddie's dad and we heard from Kaylee's dad. Now, Maddie was her father's only child. It was heart-wrenching watching him up there. He was so nervous. I don't even think he's, really grasped what is going on, right? He just seems so, I don't know. It's just so sad to watch him. Okay? But it is heartbreaking. And they still do not know who this person is. It has been, 2.5 weeks? And there is still a killer somewhere on the loose out there. All right? Now, the other day, I talked about Xana's mom and how she had been arrested for trafficking in controlled substances, okay? Maddie's stepmom was also arrested, but hers was for just simple possession. There was no trafficking. There was no intent to sell. So she did get possession of a controlled substance, and she was released on November 7th, okay? So the two may be connected, but they also may not be. Now, with that being said, could somebody, because they were both arrested, could somebody have snitched on somebody else, which led to this retaliation and these murders? Very well could be. We do not know. Okay? There are a lot of sketchy people out there, and we just don't know. But I definitely think it's something that people need to, for sure, keep in mind. Like I said, rule it out, or it's only ruled out once you can rule it out for sure, right? Everyone is suspect until they are not, right? So I think we all need to keep that in mind. Now, it very well could have been somebody from that area. They very well could have been at the vigil tonight. And I'm sure that cops were, I had that in mind. I'm sure that they had things set up in place where, they knew that they could possibly see the person who did it, that they possibly could have been there. A lot of the times, they do show up to things like this. If it was if it was just a person and it was not cartel or drug related, then, there's a good chance they were there tonight. If it is drug or cartel related, obviously they would not be there, right? We're talking, those are two whole different things. But I noticed that the media is being very hard on the police department. I noticed that YouTubers are being very hard on the police department. Now, not every case is the same. In the case of Kiely Rodni, we could clearly see the cops' corruption. We could clearly see them covering things up. We could, they lied. Everyone in the case lied. You just knew that nothing was right in that case. Okay, now just because that police department was like that does not mean that this police department is like that. Until you have something that says, yes, they're involved. Yes, they're not trying to, arrest anybody. They're trying to sweep this under the rug, yada, yada, yada. But I don't see that happening here. At least not right now anyway. But that is just my opinion. But I think the media and everybody are being kind of unfair to the police. Now, you are not an investigator. I am not an investigator. We are not detectives. We make videos. We are YouTubers. We are, web sleuths. That is it. We do not know what it is like to actually run an investigation. We do not know how long it actually takes to get back forensics and DNA and evidence and all of that. Okay? We do not know. I just say, I think people are going after this case in an unfair light because of how Kiely Rodni's case was handled. And that's not on these guys. So I just want to say that. Now, I'm not saying that shit's not messed up in this case, because it is. That crime scene's been walked all through, up and down, nothing was preserved. There was friends all in the house before the cops got there. Everything was, I'm sure, was contaminated. But that's not, that's, what were they going to do about it, right? Now, I pray and I hope that they find the person that is responsible for this. I pray 100% that they do. Now, what I wanted to say was, I want to know why Xana's mom and dad, well, we know why her mom, but I want to know why nobody spoke for them, got up and spoke for them at the vigil, or got up and spoke for her. It's just weird to me, right? It's very odd. I'm telling you, just watching that vigil with that father, with Maddie's father, is so heartbreaking. It was so sad. And my heart goes out to all of the family members involved. I hope and pray that, they find some way to make it through this. I just could not even imagine. So, again, we don't know what this is. But we do know that there is a possible connection. And that is that they were both arrested at the same police department in the same month. Could somebody have snitched and somebody else got mad and wanted revenge? Could be. But we don't know. So I'm just saying that is a possibility. It's also a possibility that there's a lunatic out there who has been watching them and planning this attack for a long time. There's also a chance that it was a freak thing. This was somebody they ran into and pissed off that night, rubbed the wrong way, and they just went and flipped, lost it. Just did what they did. I mean, we just don't know in this case yet. So, again, I just wanted to put these few thoughts out there. And you people that are going around talking about, oh my God, her dad leaked this information and, she's a lesbian and they were in the same bed together. Y'all need to get some respect and not be such assholes like that. A, it's not new information, like I said in the beginning of this video. And B, for you to flood the chat like that during the vigil for these 4 people who were murdered is just sickening. And as soon as I got done watching the vigil, it was all over Twitter. And it's like, it's not even new information. Pay attention. And have a little respect for the families. Okay? That's all. All right, you guys, I want to get this video out. Please hit that thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. Please consider becoming a member of the family. And anybody who wants to donate, links are down in the description below. I love you guys. Stay strong, stay healthy, stay safe. Keep asking those hard questions and keep spreading that light. All right, you guys, have a good night. And P.S. Just because the two girls were sleeping in the same bed does not mean that they were in a relationship, so everybody acting like that should knock it off. If you're a girl, you understand. If you ever had friends stay over at your house, yeah, sometimes you slept in the same bed. You got to think, these two have been best friends since 6th grade. They have grown up together. They were out drinking and they came home. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. So don't jump to conclusions. All right, you guys.